Good morning. So believe it or not, I'm actually a little bit more put together this morning, despite still being in my bathrobe. Um, but I just thought that that still being in my bathrobe would be a very Leo thing to do. So here I am in my bathrobe. So today the moon is waxing crescent Leo. So if you remember what I said in the moon phases video to see which, like if you're looking at the moon, which side is lit up, and if the right side is lit up, then that means the moon is waxing and getting brighter, getting bigger. And the crescent part is the part that's lit up, so it's waxing crescent. And the zodiac sign is in Leo. We went into Leo yesterday, but we're still lingering there today. And then tomorrow we'll move into Virgo. So you should be able to start seeing the moon now. It rose this morning at 8:25 a.m. So it's a couple hours behind, almost 3 hours behind the sun. So you're going to start to be able to see it a little bit more. But it sets at 10:41 p.m. So you might have trouble, like you might want to wait until like the sun sets, and then you might be able to see it a little bit before it gets to the horizon or gets too low in your sky. I mean, in order for me to see the moon at my house, it has to be straight directly above me because I have tree lines pretty much in all direction. So I kind of have to wait until it gets into the the southeast sky is when I have to wait because there's a little clearing over that way. But this is just a good way to start seeing or trying to find it in the evening. And that way you know where it usually is in the sky. And then you can kind of figure out what time you need to go out once you start to see it. So I'm a Leo, and I always feel wonderful when the moon is in Leo, with the exception of yesterday. I don't know what the deal with yesterday was, but yeah, I was kind of feeling down, and I was like, what's going on? But I'm feeling a lot better today, which is kind of sad because now we're moving into Virgo. I have water today because I figured out that I think the reason my throat is so scratchy in the morning is because I put a ton of turmeric powder in my coffee. So I think that was like making my throat really dry. So I've got water with me too. So there's kind of conflicting information regarding which chakra the sign Leo is associated with. Like for me, I feel like it's solar plexus, but I was just doing research just to double check, and a lot of places say crown chakra. And I mean, I get that like Leo is associated with royalty, like being the king of the jungle, and that sort of like proud, regal aspect of Leo. But I really feel like it's solar plexus. And then the places that listed crown chakra for Leo. Oh, and I even saw a few places said third eye as well. Though I can't remember which signs it was now, but the signs that they listed for solar plexus, I didn't really understand. A lot of them said Aries, and that makes sense because Aries is also a fire sign. But I just really resonate with Leo as solar plexus. So today, if you brought your mala, I'm going to be doing the Ram chant for solar plexus. It's RAM. And I have 528 hertz frequencies playing in the background. That's a solar plexus frequency. And if you resonate more with the crown chakra chant or seed mantra is Om, and that frequency is 963 hertz. So I'm going to start out with that. And then we do have some chakra oracle cards also. And I also picked out the solar plexus and crown. So whichever you feel called to, if anybody would like a card, I'll pull both for the collective just in case nobody's here right now. And we can move the timing around. Let me know if I know a lot of people are not on the East Coast, so maybe a different time would work for you. But I tend to work later in the day, and into the evening. So sometimes evening is difficult for me. But I've got another sign for anyone who joins us later to use the Ram or Om chant, depending on. But that's just so that people are like, what is this person doing, and understand what's going on. So, oh, this isn't even my mala. Whoops. I grabbed the wrong malas. Which one do I want to use? Whoops. Well, I'm kind of feeling this one, this directional one. Okay. So take a deep breath in, and here we go. Ram, 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 Ram. Oh, I was going to turn that up a little bit because I don't know if you can hear it. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. My cat's trying to get them all. Ram, 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 Ram. So I even like that mantra for Leo because it's Ram kind of makes it seem like you're roaring. I really like this mala. I'm so bad about making things to sell because then I just end up wanting to keep them for myself. So I hope you've been enjoying the mala practice. It's such a quick and easy thing to do in the morning. And by picking a mantra that kind of goes along with the zodiac sign for the day, I think it just really helps you to tap into that energy before you start your day. And then you can pick out something to wear that's kind of Leo energy. So Leo, again, is a fire sign. And the keyword that I use for the planner is encourage, because I really feel like Leo energy is very proud and uplifting and cares about the collective. One of the shadow aspects of Leo is egotistical and being too selfish and self-centered. But in a light aspect of Leo, I really do feel like they want to lead and encourage everybody to succeed. So that's the kind of energy that I really try to tap into for Leo, because being a small business owner is really difficult. And I think it's important for all of us to support each other, because I can't succeed if you don't succeed. So that is the kind of like leadership Leo energy that I resonate with and really try to tap into to help encourage everybody and lift everybody else up. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. So what time do you go to work? That seems early, because I know you're a little bit behind for me. It's like 9:20 here. So that seems early. Thank you for being here early. And your mala is on your way to you. So I really love the way, I can never remember the author's name, because I get her confused with the Everyday Witch one. Hopefully by the end of this month, I will remember. Where is the... Oh, I was thinking that you were at least an hour behind me. Oh, good. I checked it last night and I was like, man, it's not there yet. Well, that's great. That's why you're always able to be here. Yay. That makes me happy. I follow so many people on the West Coast, and it really kind of makes me sad. So I'm glad that you are here in my time zone, at least. About the author. Okay. Danielle Blackwood. And Deborah Blake is the other one. I cannot get those two straight. So again, reading from the 12 Faces of the Goddess, because I really feel like she captures the season of the zodiac as well as just like the zodiac energy. So, and this is very fitting for right now, because we are going to, what is today? Today's the 12th. We're going into Leo season on the 22nd, so 10 days from now. So she says, we have now passed through the gateway of summer solstice and bask in the fullness of the season. The earth is generous, abundant, and life-affirming. Leo is a fixed fire sign, meaning it occurs in the heart of the season, and in this case, summer. It is associated with the passionate, visionary element of fire, picnics at the beach, camping in the mountains, lazy days in the sun. Leo season is a time for gathering with the family of the heart enjoying the incandescent summer twilight. We laugh, dance, play, and celebrate for the sheer joy of being alive. Lunasta or Lammas, the first of the 3 harvest festivals, occurs during Leo season, and farmers markets are bursting with ripe cherries, luscious blackberries, and peaches. It is fitting that Lunasta is also a traditional time for hand fasting and weddings, given the fertility and abundance of the natural world. It is no coincidence that the sun is Leo's ruling planet. The sun in astrology is connected to one's unique sense of self, and the sun symbolizes growth, creativity, illumination, life force, vitality, the divine spark, and the ability to create life. It also corresponds with sovereignty, royalty, nobility, and leadership, all qualities that resonate through the archetype of Leo. Although there are numerous goddesses associated with the sun, it is also connected with the sacred masculine, our inner king who acts on our behalf and takes action in the outer world. Ultimately, the sun is symbolic of that mysterious process we call individualization, becoming wholly oneself and standing fully and gracefully in one's power. This is Leo's quest. So she goes away. I'm not going to read all of it, but I feel like that encapsulates Leo energy pretty well. And I think that we're all like on this search to like figure out who we are. And for Leo, that's like especially important. But I think that it's also important to focus on yourself, be self-aware without putting other people down or being egotistical about it. So that it's a really difficult balance, especially in these times when we are able to be so isolated and are forced to be isolated and not think about the greater good of everyone else. So I think it's really important to just humble yourself and kind of take a step down and take a step back and just remember that you're not the only person on the planet and to look out for one another. So to me, the like ideal light aspect of Leo is to really have being able to lead in a way that includes everybody and encourages everybody. And thank you. I'm glad that resonates with you, because I think one of the reasons why as a child I was like, I don't know, like, and I don't really want to say like embarrassed of being Leo, but it was really intimidating and people just, and I was an only child too. So people just assumed that being a Leo only child meant that I was selfish and arrogant and were expecting me to like put on this show and entertain people. And so I've always like kind of shied away from the Leo aspect of myself. And I've found that as I get older, I'm like growing into that a little bit more. And I'm trying to do that in a positive way. It's weird how people put so much pressure on children. Like, what the hell? And also strange that like that's something that I've kept with me and have never really like gotten over, but I don't know. Anyway, so since you are here, I hope your family is doing well. I've been thinking a lot about you. But how do you feel? I don't know if you heard at the beginning how some places were saying crown or third eye for Leo energy, but I really resonate with solar plexus as being Leo. So I have both Leo or solar plexus and crown chakra cards to choose from for today. So let me know how you feel about that. And I also feel that Leo is very creative. And I think a lot of times that is in a more theatrical sort of way, but for me, it's an artistic way. So I'm going to repost. This one's already been like cut up and put together, but I'm going to repost this little moon phase wheel so that I've always wanted to like put it on thicker paper. I'm going to like glue it on paper, and because right now I just have it sitting flat on my desk, stand up, it doesn't really stay together. So this is going to be my craft project today, and I encourage you guys to do the same. So the larger wheel is for the current moon phase, and then the smaller wheel is for your cycle. So for me, right now I'm menstruating on the last quarter, so I line up the new moon for my cycle wheel with the last quarter. And so where we are right now with, where are we? We are waxing crescent. So for me, that is kind of like a waning crescent phase. So they're kind of like opposite of each other. And for me, it just helps get a visual. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Someone was asking for it. Someone who was newer to the group was asking for something like this, and I told them to check the files. I'm going to see if I can post files in the event page, but if not, I'll just put a link to direct you to the group page. I find it really helpful too, and especially because my cycle moves all the time. It's just helpful for me, and it's just nice because like I always wake up in such a fog, and I really struggle in the morning. So it's just helpful for it to be like, oh, this is the moon phase today, even though like I go to bed thinking about the moon, but when I wake up, I like don't remember what phase we're in. I also have a little arrow that I put on it too. Just a little foam arrow. So I'm gonna like put it on thicker paper, so it's like, I don't know, maybe I'll decorate it or something so that I can like stand it up and look at it. Yeah, so like encourage creativity today. Wearing fiery red colors. I put cinnamon in my coffee this morning, mostly because I need cinnamon, but it's also like a really fiery herb to just kind of harness that fire energy. And sometimes you need to balance out. Oh, I forgot to grab the stones. Shoot. So I forgot to grab the stones for Leo, and I honestly don't have that many Leo stones, which is kind of weird. Tiger's Eye is one of my favorite stones, and Sunstone is a good one. Goldstone is another one. Any of the yellow solar plexus stones are good. But for balancing, I chose very grounding stones because too much fire just like, sets the whole forest on fire. So some balancing stones are hematite and black tourmaline, any black stone really, any red stone that's going to be earthy and grounding. Yeah. I think that's about it. But I feel like that went really quickly today. And encouraging one another. I have like a whole list of all of my favorite like people that I follow on social media, and really want to try to promote everybody else because It's so easy to get buried in all of that, and the algorithms are really kind of crap. And so even people that I really love, I kind of don't see their stuff that much anymore. So I'm going to go through like this whole list of people and just make sure that I'm like liking everything that they do and commenting and stuff like that, because that's how we get raised to the top. But also just like lifting up people that you know. Um, it's always nice to just get a random text from somebody that says, "Hi, how are you doing?" Um, so just think of ways that you can kind of brighten, how you can be the sun in somebody's life today. Um, it's hard on Monday, so be that little light that everybody needs. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick a solar plexus card for you, Amber. And if anybody else is here, I would love to pick a card for you. Um, I'm gonna do a solar plexus for the collective, and I will do a crown chakra one too, just in case that resonates with anybody. All right, Amber needs some sunshine in her life, so let's get a solar plexus card for Amber. Self-trust. The time has come to really trust who you are and love yourself fully. If there are parts of you that are out of alignment with your faith or your values, call them into alignment now so you feel better and more integrated. Then trust your intuition and knowing without question, going as much as you can with the flow of your desires and passions. Cultivate your higher self as a trusted ally and seek its voice in meditation. The crystal for that is citrine, and the herb is melissa, which is also lemon balm. So I think like when you're going through difficult times, it's really easy to kind of doubt yourself and feel like you're doing something wrong, because you feel like there's like not enough that you can do. But the truth is that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and your higher self and your spirit guides are on your side. The Divine Mother is holding you, and you are strong and powerful. And you are the sunshine in your child's life, and that's never going to change. So know that you're doing everything right. Remember to take care of yourself and trust that everything's going to be okay, and take a deep breath. And I think that's a really good card for Leo, because um, to really like feel confident and um, being able to encourage and lead other people, you have to really love yourself. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of easy for, I mean, if we really get to the like archetypal things of Leo, it's easy for a Leo to love themselves. So kind of harness that energy, and because Leos like really, they really do like themselves. So, and they want everybody else to like them, and they need that encouragement also. So by putting encouragement out there, you will more than likely get it back. Okay, so I'm going to pick a card for the collective. Solar plexus, Leo, waxing crescent, Leo. And because we're still in waxing crescent, don't be hard on yourself. I'm kind of feeling this one. Don't be hard on yourself if you don't have that much energy still, especially if depending on where your cycle is. So the first quarter week is more about taking small steps towards whatever it is that you set your intentions on. So for example, if you're setting intentions to start following the moon, during this week, kind of go outside every night at different times of the evening after the sun has gone down and just look for the moon and get that like base of like, okay, I can see it now, note what time it is, and then go out around that time every night this week. It's going to move, but it moves slowly. So I think like normally around the full moon, I have to go out at like 10 o'clock. But right now, I know that's going to be earlier. And make note of it. Write it down so that you remember next month. Like now that you'll know next month. I have obviously never written it down, so that's what I'm gonna do. So like that is one thing that you can do this week to really commit to following the moon. And the same thing goes for anything else. Like do just like one thing every day this week. If you chose something that you're gonna do for yourself, like setting a timer and reading for like I'm setting a timer and reading for 30 minutes. Or maybe a really good one and quick and easy one is either doing the mala every day or setting a timer for 5 minutes and just breathing. That way you don't feel like you have to sit and get into meditation and then you like have trouble getting out of the meditation, and that kind of feels like it's a little bit more difficult to like, especially if you have a lot of things that you need to be focusing on. But I mean, meditation will help you focus. But so during this week, doing that one little thing every day, and then next week you'll have more energy. You'll be more motivated to do it because you've already been doing it for 7 days, and then it just kind of snowballs and it builds on top of each other until we get to the full moon, and then the light will start decreasing again. So this is the one that came out for the collective. So that this is for whoever's watching now and whoever will be watching later. It says solar power. Look to the sun, allow its, I can't read it backwards. Look to the sun, allow its glorious light to radiate from your entire body. Let this warmth rise from the core of you, propelling you, empowering you with every step you take. When you attune to the wisdom of the sun, you will understand that whatever you seek and long for can easily be yours. All that you seek awaits you, says the sun. And the crystal is pyrite and the herb is anise. So I kind of like this because you have to pay attention to the sun in order to follow the moon. So we know that the sun rises around, I think it's getting later now. I think it's like closer to like 6:30, but I think it might still be around 6:15 or something like that, because last week it was 6 a.m. So we know that the sun rises around 6 a.m. and that the moon is rising 2.5 hours after that. So like that's how we figure out when we will be able to see it in the sky. So we have to pay attention to the sun in order to see the moon. The only reason we can see the moon is because of the sun's light reflecting on it. So we also have to recognize the darkness in order to see the light, and vice versa. So I think this is a wonderful card for today. Should I do a crown chakra one too? I don't know. I guess I'll do it because I said I was going to do it. So let's do I'll put them over here. Let's do a crown chakra card for the collective, for anyone who's watching now and anyone who would like to be watching later. Initiation. Ooh, I like this card. Spirit is initiating you to a new level of awareness now in preparation for the next cycle of your soul's development. You may have been sensing this transition in the form of agitation or restless sleep. The hard part is over now. Just relax in knowing that your development is being guided. Say a prayer and blessing to express gratitude for how far you have come and set an intention where you will go next. You are being acknowledged by Source at this time. The crystal is selenite and the herb is Palo Santo. So this is also kind of a really nice card because I feel like committing yourself to following the moon is really going to change your life. It's going to affect you in a very huge way. So you are in a way kind of leveling up just by acknowledging that you're ready to commit to something like this. So I love that. And selenite is a moon associated with the moon and the moon goddess Selene. So very perfect for today or for this follow the moon group. And you're doing a good job. I know that I'm not with you every day, but let me know like if you would like me to check in. I'll be here tomorrow because we're moving into Virgo. So I've just kind of been committing to every other day, basically. And then I just had a crazy schedule this weekend, so I wasn't able to check in. But I hope that you're having fun, and I hope that you are noticing a different or a change in your life. Even just my energy compared to last Thursday is so much better than it was then. I mean, I don't even know how I made it through that video last Thursday. So I hope that you're enjoying this. I hope that you are feeling and noticing the difference and tracking how you're feeling so that you're ready to look at next month in a totally different way, and you're able to like rearrange and organize your life in a way that is in flow and encouraging. Yeah, so I will I'll see if I can post files in the event group. If not, I will direct you to where you can find it. And I encourage you to be creative today, be the light in someone's life, and shine bright like the sun and wear your crown like a Leo lion. All right, you guys have a very, very good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.